Okay, so this next one is just, if you've got a really tight spine, you can't go wrong with these movements, alright? So just starting on your feet are just hip distance apart, knees are slightly soft, your shoulders are retracted back and relaxed and down. Just maybe begin with a little bit of lateral flexion, folks, just sliding one arm at a time down your thigh, let your head go with it, so that'll give your opposite oblique a nice deep stretch, and then your other side just reach as far down as you can again. Good stretch for the right side this time. So from there, we're going to just have a twist of the spine, just having your hands above your head, fingertips together, taking a breath in, and just rotating your trunk off to the left first of all. You can let your hips go slightly with it as well, but you should feel that on the left side of your spine first of all. We'll come back to the middle, we'll breathe in, just a twist of the upper body to the right as well, giving that right side a good stretch. Also, just maybe keeping your hands above the head, your feet are slightly wider apart, just a little bit of rotation. So this will get around your lower back. Okay, just letting your body go with it. Breathing in, blowing out, just changing direction. You'll get across the upper back areas also, but obviously we're concentrating mostly on the spine. So we'll slow that down. We'll just bring our feet a bit closer in again. Your hands and arms are in front, hanging loose. Your chin's going to tuck in. Just imagine there's a wall behind your back. You're going to gradually peel each part of your spine off it. So just look down, chin tucks in through the nose. You're just sliding your hands down your thighs slowly, folks. Just imagine you're peeling the vertebral column off the wall. Hands going down your shins, getting down to your ankles and feet. When you get there, just take a breath in and then begin to roll back up, nice and steady. So your spine might be clicking a little bit, don't worry if it is. As you come back up from there, we'll keep our feet fixed to the ground. We'll lengthen your arms above the head, and this is going to come from the upper body, folks. So you're going to keep the legs nice and still. We're going to breathe in, and we're going to just lean to the right, nice and slow, just to the point where you're getting a stretch coming in on that left side of your spine. So just, you'll know how far to go. Just take a breath in, come back to the middle, then leaning out to your left now, nice and steady, enough to the point where the right side of the spine will take it this time. 3, 2, and 1. And then just letting your arms come down from second, your chin tucks in yet again. We take a breath in, and we're rolling down, nice and slow, just creaking that spine. Getting stiff, okay, so as you get to your ankles this time, if you can just maybe stick a hand under each opposite elbow, your knees are slightly bent, and you're just going to have a bit of rotation round to the left and round to the right with your arms. So your head and your hips can go with this one. Just getting some lower back relief on the go whilst we're here. Breathing in and blowing out. One more time. And then just maybe put your hands onto your feet as well, so your head will hang loose. Just give your head a bit of a nod up and down if you like. 3, 2, 1. Now breathing in. If you just want to roll up nice and slow, once again, with the head coming up last, alright? So just take your time coming up into a full body release. We're going to lengthen your arms up above the head. And then if you can just lift your heels off the floor as well, so you're just getting a nice full body standing stretch where you are here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Your heels will come down. We'll just put your fingertips behind your glutes this time. The chin is going to tuck into your chest. We're going to breathe. Looking down, just let your knees go nice and bent. And if you just rest your tummy into your thighs, lift those arms behind you, look down to the floor. Your lower back should get a good stretch, obviously across the chest and the arms also. Just hold it there. Release the hands onto your feet with your hands. Breathing in, take your time, roll back up again, nice and slow. Just mobilize that spine all the way up into a standing position. Have a nice arm float at the top as well. Just bring some oxygen back in to the upper body. Blow out and bring your arms down. So this next one is actually more for the outsides of your hips, but we'll come back to your spine in just a second. Good one to do. If you can just have your left foot flat, but cross your right foot over the left foot, you're going to have your right arm out to the right, and just sliding your left hand down your left thigh, reach your right arm above your head, and you're hopefully starting to feel that stretch coming in on the outer right hip area. Okay, so just take your time with that. All right, we'll now just twist the feet over the other way. So left foot is over, the right foot first. Right arm down, left arm out to the left. Slide your right hand down your right thigh now. Lift your left arm above the head, and hopefully you can feel that on the outer part of your left hip also. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so another good one for the lower back, your lower spine. It's just a case of, let me see, facing you or sideways. Sideways, okay? You're going to have a nice wide stance, your feet facing forwards, your core sucked in, blow out, engage your tummy, so your hands are on your hips, and then with your chest lifted, guys, just get a nice deep bend into your knees, but just try and stick your bum out as much as you can to the point where you've got a bite point of the lower central back getting a stretch there, okay? So just hold that there, breathe, and from there, if you can just actually place your hands onto your thighs, I'll spin around, we'll get across the upper back, okay? Not spine related, but good one for the upper back. Just maybe have a bit of rotation of your upper body around to the right, and that left upper back area should get a good stretch. Breathing in, back to the middle, just rotate that right shoulder towards your left knee, and that right blade will get a good stretch effect as well. And then back to the middle, take your time coming up, and we'll get ready for a few spine stretches on the ground now. So at the back of your mats, just getting ready for a little walk out into a downward dog. Close stance again. This is our last roll down, so we have chin tucked in and hands in front, blowing out. Take your time, slide your hands down your thighs, down the shins, get to your feet, knees are going to bend. Just walk out carefully onto your flat hands, so the legs go straight now, the bum stuck up high, the heels off the floor. Good stretch from the back of the hamstrings, okay? Just hold this here. Maybe have a little bit of alternating bend in the knees, getting down your lower calves. Breathe away, and then we'll stick your knees on the ground. So first of all, guys, knees bent together, we're going to just walk your hands out to the left, and we're aiming for a stretch on the right side of the spine. So just lengthen your arms out. If you can only stay here, that's fine. Ideally though, you're going to try and sit your bum down with your head going down as well to really target that right part of the outer spine. Just hold and breathe, lifting the head up from the ground, and now walking your hands out to the right, so diagonal with your arms straight, your hands flat. Just sit your bum down again, head going to the floor, and that left side of the spine will hopefully feel the best of that now. So just hold on to where you are. 3, 2, and 1. And then of course coming into your central spine lower back release. So you can't go wrong with this. Your hands are in front, your chin is tucked in. Breathing in, do you want to just sit your bum back onto your heels with your head going down to the floor, just getting the central spine lower back release on the go. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. So we'll just carefully come up from that now, and we're going to go into an all-fours position with your knees under your hips. But first of all, just walking your hands out to the left, we're going to go for a diagonal cat stretch. So we're going to target the left side of your spine. Your hands are just slightly apart, okay, with your head dropping down to the floor. Just let your head hang loose, push your hands into the ground, guys. Arch your upper back, suck in that tummy. And you'll feel this on the right side of your spine, okay? The upper spine area. 3, 2, 1. We now lift the head up slow. Slowly does it. We curve that tailbone under. And you've got a nice stretch on that right side of the lower spine as well, hopefully, okay? Breathe it in. We're now walking the hands out to the right hand side on the ankle. So again, just have your hands slightly apart there. You're going to drop your head, hang loose, push your hands into the floor, suck your tummy in, arch your upper back, guys, and that left upper part of your spine takes the best of it, okay? And then lifting your head up slowly, but tucking that tailbone under. Hope you can feel that nicely in the left side of that lower back area, okay? But now we come to the traditional all fours cat stretch, just having the hands under the shoulders this time, knees apart under the hips. Just let your head drop centrally in line with the spine. Pushing your hands into the floor, imagine there's a flame under your core. You're naturally going to suck in your tummy to get away from that. And then that's going to create a nice big arch in your upper back in the cervical spine. So just hold on before keeping the arms straight. Breathing in, you're going to lift your head up slowly now, and you're going to just curve that lower tailbone. That's great for your central lumbar spine. Just breathe. One more. Again, let the head drop. Push the hands into the ground. Chin tucks in. Suck it in your tummy. Arch the upper spine, guys. So again, if you've got a desk job, this is always good to do. Or if you're just doing whatever, just lift your head up. Again, curve that tailbone under. Nice for that central lower spine. 3, 2, 1. So now from there, we'll just close our knees together. We're going to walk your hands a bit further forwards. We'll take them slightly wider apart as well. And from there, if you can just edge your head beyond your fingertips, lift your chest up high, lower the front of your thighs down to the floor, and that's going to create a nice lower back release as well. Hold. And then just temporarily walking back into our lower back stretch again. Just hold this maybe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting head and chest away from the ground. Walking the hands a bit further apart in front of you. One more time for now. Edge your head forward slowly. Lower the front of thighs into the floor. So nice central lower back release once again. It's on the go there. 3, 2, 1. So we come back from that. We'll just take your knees wide apart. We'll park your elbows under the chest. So you've probably seen this one on a previous video, but it's a really good one for just stretching the central lower back really well. Just drop your bum down to heels, head down to the floor. Central lower back gets the best of that. Okay. Right to that central lumbar spine. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we'll lift the head off the ground now, and we'll just come into a seated position. So first of all, getting down the left side of your spine, the left leg is stuck out straight, your right foot is over, your left leg flat to the floor, you're up tall with your left hand wrapped onto your right knee, your fingertips behind your right glute. Sit tall, breathe in. We're going to turn the upper body to the right slowly. So just take your time, rotate that upper body, get to your limit, where hopefully the left side of your spine around there is getting a good stretch. So we breathe there and we hold. Come back to the middle. We'll just let your legs lengthen out for a second, targeting that central spine and lower back in particular now. So we're going to have your feet flexed down to the floor. Lift your arms up high, folks. Breathe in. Chin tucks in. Blow out and breathe in again. Reaching out to whatever you can. The feet, the ankles, the shins. But as you get to your limit, just drop your hands down where they are. Let your head drop down and hold this nice and still. Hold for the central spine and lower back are getting the best of that, okay? Hold. And then just slide your hands back in. We'll do the other side of your spine now. So just spin around. Left leg is in front. Right knee bent with your right foot flat to the floor. Staying tall. Left hand on right knee. Right fingertips behind you. We breathe in. And we're just going to turn upper body to the right. Let me think. No, we're not. We're going to do right leg in front. Left foot is over the right thigh. There's always room for mistakes, eh? So we're going to wrap your right hand onto your left knee, left fingertips behind your glutes. Stay tall, breathe in, turn your upper body to your left now. So just turn as much as you can to the point where you're starting to feel stretch going on that right side of your spine. So sit tall, hold, okay, and then come back to the center. Legs are lengthened out, your feet are flexed down. We just have one more. of those central lower back stretches. So lifting your arms up high and straight. We breathe in with chin tucked in. Take your time, reach out slow, try and get to your limit, which might be feet or ankles or shins. Just drop your head down and hold it still for another good central lower back release. If you need to bend your knees, it's okay, just do that. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so coming on to our back now. Again, you've probably seen this a few times in other videos, but the ultimate lower back release on the go now. Your hands just resting on your core, just maybe dropping your bent knees out to the right first of all, just to stretch on that left side of lower back. Breathe in and return to the middle. Bent knees dropping out to your left now, feeling it just around there, clicking off. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. And then just going specifically into one side at a time. Your left leg is straight, your right leg is half tabled, right arm to the right, left hand on the right knee. If you can just push your bent right knee over to your left hand side now, guys. Turn your head to the right shoulder if you can, to really get the best of that right side of your lower back stretch. Just hold and breathe in. Take your time, swapping over. Left arm to the left, right leg down. Left thigh is in half table, right hand is pushing on the left knee. It's going over to the right hand side. And if you can, breathe in, turn your head to the left shoulder to really get that into your left lower back as well. 3, 2, 1. And then we come back from there, targeting the central lower back again, just lifting your feet off the ground. Wrap your hands over your knees, hug the knees into your chest. That'll stretch your central lower back slightly. Okay, just rock from side to side as well if you like. 3, 2, 1. And then a really adventurous one for all you show-offs out there, which includes me. It's just a case of having hands flat on the floor, your wrists on the ground, your legs raised. Watch this before you do it, okay? Do not attempt if it's not possible for you. We breathe in, you're just pressing your hands into the ground and you're trying to get your toes as close to the floor as possible to really stretch that central lower back, guys. 3, 2, 1. So you don't hold it for long. Alright, you just come back from there, grab a hold of each knee, just outwardly rotate the knees. Just a little bit for those hips as well. Just rotate them around. 3, 2, and 1. So we'll just carefully bring ourselves up from there, and we'll now come into a seated position where we stick our legs out wide. We're going to target each side of the spine again. Maybe have a left hand on your left shin first. Your right arm is raised up to about shoulder height level. Turning your head to the right slow. Pull back that right arm wide as much as you can, so you'll get a stretch across the right of your shoulder, but on the left side of your lower back also. 3, 2, 1. Just change the sides. Right hand on right shin, left arm up to shoulder height. Just turn head slowly to the left as much as you can now. You'll get a stretch across the left shoulder, but on the right of the lower back also as well. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so just one more time, just one more for the lower back, and then we'll change again. Okay, so we're on the knees, little gap going on between your knees, your hands are on the hips. Just drop your bum back and then round your tailbone forwards. So we're hitting that central lower spine here. We're going to drop your bum back again. We're going to round your lower spine forwards. So you're just avoiding the heels with your glutes, guys. Drop your bum back, round your pelvis forwards, and that'll be good for the lower tailbone area. So just bring the knees in together once more. Maybe just slide your hands back behind you this time. Head going down into another spine reliever. Breathe in and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then just one more to finish off. This is all fours. It's knees into hips, hands to shoulders, but it's not cat stretch. We're just going to sort of weave in and out. We're going to just swivel the hips and the body forwards and backwards. in and out at a nice steady speed, targeting every part of your spine here, just getting a few clicks going on right throughout your spine, coming up with whatever design you like. It can be figure of 8, just whatever, just give your back a good twist, and that should hopefully sort out a tight spine if you've got one. All right, thanks very much, well done.